I would say definitely not a rematch. I mean, I made him quit on the stool. It's not like there was, he hurt me. I think it was 3-1. I've done 3 rounds to 1. You know, in any election, that's a domination.
The 3 doctors and the ref, Ilia really wanted to continue. And then, and I actually think he probably won that round too.
Yeah.
That he went into.
Round
and
4?
His corner, I think, stopped the fight, and props to them.
Justin Gaethje has made it clear that he has no interest in an immediate rematch with Ilia Topuria after defeating Topuria in the UFC Freedom 250 main event and capturing the belt. Gaethje even labeled his opponent a quitter. Now the lightweight division is reacting to his decision. It all unfolded on the White House South Lawn, where Gaethje produced one of the most memorable moments of his career.
But the guy is just, he has 0 quit in him. It doesn't exist. Like, if you're looking for quit, you go into a room, it's empty. The quit room has no one in it. There's nothing in there. He's not going to quit. He can lose because he's a human, but he's not going to quit. And he's also been into the deep trenches before. The deep trenches of these 5-round, chaotic, insane battles. And oddly, he thrives in those kind of battles. He's a guy, he's described as the most violent man in the most violent sport.
Joe Rogan's description of Justin Gaethje as one of the most violent fighters in the sport captures why his victory was so unexpected. Gaethje has built his reputation by enduring punishment, surviving difficult moments, and continuing to pressure elite opponents. Many expected him to absorb that damage against Ilia Topuria, but instead, Gaethje forced Topuria onto the back foot. The change in momentum was obvious, and Dana White's comments after the event further revealed just how much damage had been done.
The 3 doctors and the ref, Ilia really wanted to continue, and then, and I actually think he probably won that round too.
Yeah.
That he went into.
Round
and
4?
Then his corner, I think, stopped the fight, and props to them. I would never say anything. Listen, if you're thinking about retiring and that's what you want to do, you know, it's probably what you should do. But on the flip side, you just beat an undefeated badass, you know, decisively finished him. And I don't know, it's just something that he needs to work out with, you know, himself and his own mind and with his family, obviously.
Yeah, Ilia's in the hospital. He's busted up. You know, I'm not a doctor, but his eye looked like he probably has broken orbital. I don't know that's not a fact, but I'm just assuming. And my plans for him are to go home and rest and recover and take his time. And you know, tonight was a rough night for him. I just want to make sure he's healthy and good and not even thinking about him fighting again. Just want him to go home and relax and rest.
That is what makes the aftermath so compelling. Dana White said Ilia Topuria was willing to continue fighting, but his corner ultimately decided to stop the bout. In hindsight, that decision may have been necessary, as White later revealed that Topuria was taken to the hospital with serious injuries and possible orbital damage. While some fans argue that Topuria deserves another opportunity because he wanted to keep fighting, others believe the punishment he absorbed from Gaethje is precisely why an immediate rematch should not happen.
His immediate reaction after beating Ilia Topuria.
Trying to enjoy this moment, and yeah, it was such a crazy ride. We had a lot of delays. A couple of the like the rehearsal. Again, I wouldn't recommend this to my enemy. We are some of the toughest people on this earth. The body shots were crazy. I mean, he was really, really fast, but you know, when he didn't get the finish at the end of the second round, I think it really took his spirit. And, you know, again, I said it in the press conference leading up. I was like, he really backed himself into a corner saying he's going to be so dominant. And I said it, when we go to the second round, you're going to be like, what the fuck? When we go to the third round, you're going to be like, what the fuck? And, you know, that's what I did tonight.
Did you feel he was broken after he didn't get that finish?
I never felt he was broken because he was so dangerous at the whole time. But in the third round, when I started landing those jabs, when he started finding his back foot, I knew something was different.
Alex Pereira's first reaction after Rogan.
Do you think Ili's going to try for a rematch?
No, he doesn't get a rematch. He can try, but he doesn't get one.
Wow.
He quit on the stool. He quit twice. I stopped him twice. What else do I have to do? His next challenge can't be me. He needs to fight Patty or someone like that.
Justin Gaethje believes the turning point came when Ilia Topuria failed to secure an early finish. For Gaethje, it was less about a single punch or round and more about a shift in confidence. Topuria had previously overwhelmed elite opponents, and for the opening rounds, it seemed like he could do the same to Gaethje. But as the fight continued, Gaethje sensed Topuria's confidence beginning to fade. Now the major question remains: if Topuria wanted to continue, but his corner stopped the fight, has he earned another opportunity? Or did Gaethje do enough to permanently close the chapter?
The event was the greatest fight of all time. It literally was the greatest fight of all time. Because the guy that won it, Justin Gaethje, was in many books 6-1 favorite, 6-1 underdog rather, which is crazy odds for a guy that was a interim lightweight champion, fought the best of the best, one of the best to ever do it, BMF champion. I mean, just super durable, real dangerous guy. And that's how good Ilia Topuria is. That's how good Ilia Topuria is. Ilia Topuria, in many people's eyes, is the most skilled of the new generation, and the new generation is the most skilled of all time. And Ilia was like the top of the mountain. And most people thought that he was going to be too much, and he was too much for a while. And he almost took Justin out in the second round. And then Justin rallied. And then Ilia, it looked like he got really damaged in either the first or the second round, and he was having real trouble seeing out of one of his eyes. And then Justin started landing bombs in the third round. Ilia had slowed down quite a bit. It looked like he had really tried to finish Justin in the second. And sometimes when you try to finish a guy, you just hit the gas way too much and you can't recover in between rounds. And Justin recovered, and Justin started battering Ilia in the third and fourth. And by the end of the fourth round, Ilia quit on his stool. He couldn't see out of either eye. He had gotten kneed into the body real bad when he was on the ground. Justin had him down with his two hands and just smashed a knee into his rib cage, and you could see him go like that. And that was the end of the round. And then he had to retire on his stool. And you think
he broke a rib?
That probably could have happened, but I think maybe more significantly was the eye damage. Both of his eyes were swollen shut. His nose was fucked up. He'd taken so many punches to the face, and it looked like perhaps orbital damage, like maybe he had a fractured orbital, because his whole thing had just swollen up on both sides. He was unrecognizable. And, the guy hung in there as long as he could. But when you can't see, you can't see. And when you're that battered, sometimes it's smart to stop. And he's a very smart guy, and I think he realized, I can't defend myself right now. I can't see.
The fight remains a major talking point because Justin Gaethje winning was something few people saw coming. Ilia Topuria had been viewed as the next dominant force in MMA, making Gaethje's victory even more remarkable. Joe Rogan's praise carries weight because the result was not decided by luck or controversy. It came from Gaethje surviving, adjusting, and turning the fight around against one of the sport's most dangerous fighters. But as fans celebrated the upset, attention quickly shifted toward another issue: the extent of Topuria's injuries, which appeared increasingly serious as more details emerged.
Seen Merab's nose?
Yeah.
You ever seen the X-ray of Merab's nose?
No.
Did I send it to you?
It looks like a spine.
Dude,
He's got 33 vertebrae.
No, actually,
it's literally fucking crazy.
I've had 3 broken noses. I've had it fixed twice.
Yeah, I know you had it fixed. This is one. There it is. That's Merab's nose.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I mean,
that looks like a long cocaine binge right there. It took out the whole fucking left side of his nose.
That looks like you got hit with a sledgehammer. I mean,
that's crazy.
That nose is crazy.
That is crazy.
That is exactly what makes the rematch debate so intriguing, because both sides have strong arguments that can be true at the same time. Ilia Topuria can still be on.
Roar. So you hear the crowd from here, and then you hear 85,000 people. And it's fucking rah! You can hear it in the distance. It was insane. I'm a hyperbolic individual, and I'm always like, this is the greatest, this is awesome. That was the wildest experience that I've ever had in my 20 whatever years of calling combat sports. There's nothing even close. Nothing even close. It was the greatest night of fights of all time. The main event was the greatest fight of all time. It literally was the greatest fight of all time. Ilia Topuria, in many people's eyes, is the most skilled of the new generation, and the new generation is the most skilled of all time. and Ilia was like the top of the mountain. And most people thought that he was going to be too much, and he was too much for a while. And he almost took Justin out in the second round. And then Justin rallied. And then Ilia, it looked like he got really damaged in either the first or the second round. And he was having real trouble seeing out of one of his eyes. And then Justin started landing bombs in the third round. Ilia had slowed down quite a bit. It looked like he had really tried to finish Justin in the second. And sometimes when you try to finish a guy, you just hit the gas way too much and you can't recover in between rounds. And Justin recovered, and Justin started battering Ilia in the third and fourth. And by the end of the fourth round,
combat sports can be unforgiving. Fans witness the strikes, blood, and dramatic moments, but the consequences afterward often remain unseen. The treatment, rehabilitation, and long periods away from competition. With discussions now focusing on orbital fractures, facial injuries, and extended recovery, the true physical cost of fighting becomes clear. Some believe Topuria should receive another opportunity once he fully recovers, while others point to how dramatically the fight changed after the second round. Justin Gaethje and several analysts view that turning point as the key reason the victory was so significant.